So let's move forward with our ed talk, where I'm gonna ask the questions from all of our experts. Okay, moving on to the first question. This is for Samuel. Samuel, how much does an individual earn in entry-level IT job? Let's imagine if someone is getting as an entry-level engineer or maybe project manager. So how much does an individual earn? What are your thoughts and what is your experience on this?
It actually it depends on the person, and also depends on the company. I think from experience, it starts with 80K from the US market, and you have to be able to sell yourself. That's one thing about height. You must be able to sell yourself. Look at the job profile, look at what is obtainable in the job profile, look at your resume, make sure your resume fits what is required, and also be able to defend your resume. Companies like Apple, Google, Tesla, they even pay much higher. Thank you.
Okay, and Samuel, is there any salary range which you can define, like for the people who are getting into as an entry level? Because there's always a difference, right? As compared to someone who is experienced and who is entry level. So is there any salary range which you can share with us students?
It starts from between 60,000 to 80,000 for entry level.
Okay, that's great. And what are those roles where a student can apply for entry-level jobs, Samuel?
It also depends on the certification you want, you needed. If you're Azure cloud practitioner, you can earn like 65 to 75,000 per year. If you're entry level database DevOps, you can earn between 80 to 90,000. Also know that you grow within the job also. So you are the determinant of the limit of what you can earn. And also, if you know how to negotiate, most of the time, what really gives us lesser pay is because when we are entering into IT, we are afraid of negotiating. IT is a negotiating table when it comes to your salary payments.
Exactly, you're right. Samuel, exactly, you said the right thing, because this happened with me. So everyone, what happened, like when I got my first job, I was in front of the HR in the office and I was asked, like, how much do I expect? Because I was having a fear that, if I ask more, then they may kick me out. So that's why what I did, I just asked a very low amount. And I later point of time, I realized that I would have asked more because this job requires more. So you should always, do your analysis that what is the company range, the company is offering. So you can always ask your HR or recruiter that what is the company range. So if whatever range they tell you, you can just tell the amount. I mean, that would be the best thing. If you say like $45 per hour and at later point of time you realize that this job could have given you $65, that will be a major disappointment, and you will really feel bad. So to avoid this situation, you should always consult and talk to your HR, and they should tell you that what is the salary range they are offering for that position. Okay, so that's the best way of finding out what is the company offering. But that's a good thing, which Samuel also told us, that how much do we how it's all about how do you perform in the interview and how much you negotiate after you get selected. So thank you, Samuel. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's move on to the next question, which is for Anuj. So Anuj, I mean, a lot of students, they come from different background. They are working in, banking and finance. They are working into different areas. So, but everyone always feel that why IT? Why do we need IT? What is the need of the IT in today's world? So can you just describe and tell your experience, maybe some of the projects you might have worked in the past?
Yeah, sure, Navan. In my views, IT plays a main role in every business, right? Let's say I'm from the telecom background, and if I go to market and I have to buy the one SIM, then I have to go to the market, buy a SIM, and then I have to print out the papers and everything. But what I feel as a customer, if I get everything digitalization, then that will be great, right? So in which company I'm working, we did one application where we developed the application totally digitalization. Means customer can go to the site and customer can register the same. Customer upload the IDs that will be verified automatically, and then you get the same, and it will be automatically activated. You can use the same within 1 hour,
Wow.
right?
Wow.
So it increase the customer experience. So I would say that can be achieved only by the IT itself. So IT plays the main role.
Okay, that's really good answer. Like whatever Anuj has shared, that he has worked in telecom industry, and today everything is seamless. So you can go on the website and register, and then generate the bill. And after 1 hour, you find your phone or your SIM to be activated. So I mean, this is the real thing. IT is actually a backbone of every business today. So that is why if someone asks that how many job opportunities are there, so that is that the answer is endless. Why? Because we provide I mean in IT we have the solutions for everything, whether it is telecom, whether it's oil and gas, whether it is retail business. Every business is connected today with IT. Whether you look at the mobile applications, you look at the desktop applications, it's all IT today. So that's true, and that is why it offers a lot of opportunities for people who come from different backgrounds to fill the gap today. Okay, so moving on to the next question. This is really a one of the very good question, which is always asked. A lot of people who learn cloud or who go into project management, they always wonder that, knowing these basic utility tools like, MS Teams or MS PowerPoint, MS Excel, MS Word, or different tools, are these tools very important? Do we really need them? So Geeta, this is the question for you. Can you just tell something about it, whether you use these kind of tools in your day-to-day life?
Uh, sure, Naman. Thank you for the question. Yes, of course, we use these tools that are essential in our everyday work. For example, if you would like to collaborate with your team, you should be well versed about some tools such as like Microsoft Teams or Zoom to conduct meetings. And as you know, as a result of the pandemic COVID-19, this is one of the essential tool without which we can't even start our work every day. So this is very essential skill set. And next one is Microsoft PowerPoint, where which will help us to make the presentations or slides with which we can collaborate and project our work every day. And the very common thing is Microsoft Word or Confluence, with which we can use to prepare any documentation, etc. And the last one is very important in terms of a project manager, like for example, Microsoft Excel or Jira. As you know, Jira is a software where it's like, where we can track the work items like project management. We can have a Scrum board or Kanban board, or it can be used for tracking the issues or any bugs, how the project is progressing, all those things. So MS Teams or MS Office is very essential tool, I believe so.
Okay. So let's imagine, Geeta, that we have PowerPoint, which is for presentations. So can you
Yes.
give an example? If someone is working as an engineer, at what point he has to prepare the presentation?
For example, like I use PowerPoint for my weekly, for example, sprint review or sprint retrospective to present the work, like what the team has done. So that is one of the thing. And second thing, whenever you go for an interview, you can also display your skill set using a PowerPoint. And yeah, when you do some, every month we have a management meeting for which I use a PowerPoint. It is very essential tool and is very helpful. And also, of course, like teaching, coaching, everything we use PowerPoint. Yeah, the basic version is PowerPoint.
Exactly. So exactly, you're right, Geeta, that after COVID-19, there is an increment in usage of collaboration tools like MS Teams, Zoom, or maybe Slack. So these are some of the popular tools, guys, which every organization is dependent on today after COVID-19, because a lot of IT people works offline or on, I mean, work from home and work from anywhere. And that is why it's very important that you know how these tools are used. So, I mean, you can watch a YouTube video, you can, you can talk to your colleagues, or you can talk to your friends who are aware how to use these tools. But certainly, to set an impression in front of your manager and you start working, make sure that you are good enough with these tools like MS PowerPoint for your slides. You are good with Confluence, which is to update the documentation. You are good with MS Teams, Slacks, or different chat. Different these are the different utility tools which you should be well aware. Because it may happen that you have joined as a project manager, but you're not sure how to use MS Excel. So probably that's somewhere that can be a very embarrassing moment for you. So make sure that if you're getting into IT, getting in front of your seniors or colleagues, you are well aware all these tools. And these are very user-friendly tools. You can watch a quick video on YouTube, find out how these tools works. So make sure that you are good with them. Okay, these are not the skills, honestly speaking. In today's world, these are not the skills, but these are the utility tools which should be used, which is being used by every engineer. Thank you, Geeta. Thank you so much.